intelligently, but that's where we go wrong. We know what to do. This goes missing. Initiative goes missing. I know I need to do this. Well, get it done. How else are you going to grow in your life? And why we don't do it, in spite of being intelligent, considered most intelligent people in the world? Because of the slave mentality. Because our forefathers have gone through 1,000 years of foreign rule. Only when we were asked for something that we could take initiative. Only when we were pushed for something, otherwise we were just leading lives as slaves. When we are pushed to do something, otherwise we were stagnant. That's exactly the mentality which has come to us. You know it, what you need to do, get it done. Take this hand up, get it done. That's called true ownership of your life. I want to become a unicorn company. I know what to do. But if I'm not doing it, then I just know. I'm not putting it to practice. So this hand is called the executional excellence hand. Once you're ready, which you need to be, opportunities are galore, you need this hand. Everyone got this understanding? So learn to raise your hand, which is, if you don't, you're not growing. With all the talent you have, sorry, you're going to stay stuck. Because you are not being progressed. Anyhow, moving on to the next one, is called the clasp hands speaking posture. Everyone, clasp hands speaking posture. I will tell you, this is not the way. Okay, this is not the way. Left hand, right on top, and elbows connected. This is called the speaker's posture. And otherwise, you know what? You can find me reliable now. You can trust on me. You can see that this person is elegant. Not a grace in this person. This person is a true executive. Stability is being showcased. So this is the clasp hands. You must have seen this for a lot of speakers on stage, during award functions, in Shark Tank, wherever you are, the people who are aware of training. You find them. All my Indian delegates we have trained. They're doing so many interviews, they're doing so much of influencing work. Clasp hands. Speaker's posture. This is the first part of it. We will tell you what kind of clasp hands do we use. All 3 days we will be talking about this a lot. But this is how everyone try this. And for 30 seconds with a pleasant face on. In module 1 itself, we are going to cover your monetary investment. Rest will be the investment which you're doing on time and effort. We are going to pay you back on that 10x of what it is. Okay. So within this, your executive presence becomes amazing. Does it fails? Seconds. Hold this. Try to see. Feel. You feel comfortable. Alright, now we are going to practice all the hand gestures once again. Best of luck. Take it forward. Go for it. See you using this hand to motivate others. That's what a CEO of life does. Motivates others. That's what a true leader does. Motivates others. Family, friends, anybody, motivate them. A CEO of life appreciates others. Very important. Somebody just spoken, do this. Don't just sit like. Super. Brilliant work. I'm with you on this. Approved. Correct? And this is the most important part. Initiative hand, growth hands. To take a journey forward, you need to use this hand. If you're not using this hand, and that's the problem, people don't use this hand because they're not sure. Intelligent people can't make mistakes. So our intelligence is working against us now. We don't want to take any risks beyond our comfort zone. So this hand is not being used. And this is the key hand in today's world that we need to use. Imagine you're sitting under an opportunity tree, full of opportunities, and you say, oh, opportunities, and you say, I want opportunities. Oh yes, are you going to keep waiting and looking up and say, please opportunity, fall into my lap? Opportunities, come on, I'm sitting below. Fall into my lap. And that's what we all do. We're waiting for opportunities to come to us. My dear friends, true leaders, CEOs of life, they grab opportunities. They create opportunities. They raise their hand and pluck opportunities. And if you're not doing it, whose mistake? Not your neighbor's. Your mistake. After all, who holds you back? Anil Sharma? See, hand went here. The moment you get uncomfortable, Farhan, hand went here. The moment you feel uncomfortable, because you're listening, you're observing, your hands will move. Face this here. And if you have a child in your house, do these concepts, learn these concepts in front of a child. This is the feedback we get. Kids pick it up. Kids pick this up and they start using it in their everyday life for the rest of their lives. Okay, you are adults. Take some time to settle things and ingrain this as part and parcel of your personality. But with kids around you, oh my God, they'll pick it up. Bring in a daughter, bring in a child, 3, 4, 5 years, they'll pick it up immediately. They'll start to use. They'll say, Papa, Mom, they'll automatically start to utilize this. But we adults, we are like, we become a bit stuck. And with our own fallacies, with our own mindsets, the way we are, that's okay. But the idea is now to be able to change and transform and upskill and upgrade yourself, because that's what today's world demands. Otherwise, you get into your own stagnation setup, you start to confine yourself, and that way life becomes a struggle for us unnecessarily. So these are the 5 important gestures which you're going to be using. Now, let me explain you why do we need to use it. I said this, that your hands speak louder than your words. Well, now I'll put some statistics in front of you. Request you to please make note of it. When you speak, your audience only retains 8 to 16% of your information. When you speak, your audience retains 8 to 16% of the information which you deliver to them through your verbalizing. But when you use your hands, what happens? The visual sensibility of your audience gets activated. And visual learning is 50 to 55% of the retention of the information which you're delivering to your audience. Which means you have been making presentations so far by just verbalizing about them and not utilizing your hand gestures. That means to say that you are only catering to the audio learning retention of your audience, which is not impacting them, which is not impressive even, leave alone influencing them. But when you start to use your hand gestures, automatically people start to understand you better, people get interested in you better, and there is a statistic that when you use hand gestures, people pay up to 60% more attention to what you are saying, to what you are speaking, than otherwise. There is another statistic and study that people who do not use their hand gestures, they're also considered liars. They could also be lying. So which means to say people who use hand gestures are found to be more reliable versus a person who does not use hand gestures. Everyone got this? Are you going to use this in your day-to-day life, which you have to? Did you like and did you find this module interesting? You're going to take the initiative now in your life, going forward from this module onwards? Because we're going to ask a lot of things, we're going to train you, and we're going to say who's going to perform. Your initiative hand has to go up. If it doesn't go up, which means you're not following suit on the first module. And last but not the least, the clasp hands posture. May I request you to maintain this for today, and tomorrow we will help you to understand how and what variables are there for maintaining this clasp hands posture. As a speaker, it's different. As a listener, it's different. As when you're standing, these hand positions keep changing. So we are going to help you with these hand gestures and the hand positions in terms of whatever you're doing, so that your executive presence, which is necessarily your body language, the energy of you, is what needs to be felt by the people around you, and that's considered executive presence. But if you sit like this, well, your seniority has just fallen down in the eyes of so many people right now. And this is the key ingredient. The resting face, if I ask you the question, in fact, this question I've been going on for 23 years. For the people, whenever we meet them, okay, we ask them, what are you wearing? And they're very fast ones. I'm wearing this, blah, blah, blah. So then you may ask them, what are you wearing on your face? And the ladies would say, a little bit quiet, a little bit of a makeup, sir. And the spectacles gentleman will say, and then you ask them, what are you wearing on your face? Then they get it, oh. Then they say, smile, 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 smile. Okay. Then they get it, oh, smile. I said, you were so serious about 5 seconds back, and now you're saying I'm wearing a smile. The problem is, 95% of us do not know what is our resting face. What resting face are we showcasing to others? We don't know. But now, you understand what kind of face do you need to show. See, this part of it you already know very well. We're not going to train you in that. But pleasantness to be switched on. Pleasantness is not smiling. Why would you be smiling at someone unnecessarily? No. We want pleasant resting face. We'll give you the module by 4th. Module will be all about this. How to maintain this as a pleasant neutral pleasant looking face. So that people, when they look at you, they find you interesting. And not repulsive that you look at you, let's look at someone else now. Can't look at this person anymore because this person looks so serious and sad and stressed. And that's exactly what happens. And my dear friends, 7 seconds is what it takes to form the first impression. 7 seconds. And by 20 seconds, the entire impact of the person, we have understood this person, of what this person's caliber is all about, what this person is all about, whether we are interested in this person, not interested. Within 20 seconds, decisions get made. Rest is all based on that 7 seconds and 20 seconds, then the communication happens with people. Just to check on that, whether we are right or whether we are wrong, then the communication starts to happen. So 7 seconds is what you have to impress people. And you know what? Each human being who's working meets from 50,000 to 2 lakh new individuals in their lifetime. 50,000 to 2 lakh profile. And if you do not know how to impress, impact, and influence people in your life, what are you doing? You're pulling yourself to the back end. You're putting yourself on the background, in the background. How are you going to grow then? You can't grow. Whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're a coach, whether you're a working professional, senior management professional, whatever, self-employed, you got to put yourself on the stage. You got to be ready to be under the spotlight. Then happens growth. Then you are an undeniable person. You cannot be denied. And the ones who do, they grow. The ones who don't, they become slow. Simple as that. Another important statistic I'd like to give you, only the top 20% grow. 80% of the people, they will get left behind. They might aspire. Everybody wants to grow. Everybody's working hard to grow. We are working so hard for our organizations to grow. If we don't, thank you very much. Nobody waits. So we're working on quite hard for our organizations to grow. But what about working hard to make yourself grow? So that's the reason the saying is that work hard on yourself first and then work hard. And in fact, I'll add to this, one of my students from our Direct Authority Coach program on Saturday spoke this line. And he says, I was reading a book called Get Better at Getting Better. Everyone make a note. Search on the net. Get better at getting better. have the personality to implement it. As it is, we go through so many YouTube videos, so much of knowledge seeking, so many courses are available, XYZ, video tutorial courses. But the problem is we can gain information as much as we want, but we are not able to implement that information for the fact that we don't have the personality power. There are 10,000 sites on public speaking. Read whatever you want, actionable step, ChatGPT will give you everything. But problem is to implement that. And for that you need the personality power. And once your personality starts to function for you, then all that information you can implement. That's where the growth happens. You don't have the personality, it's like you don't have the muscles. How will you hit a six? By reading, seeing some YouTube, you'll understand, oh, this is how we hit a six. But if you don't have the muscle power, how will you hit a six? You can't. So that's exactly what this is. That you have the talent, you're hardworking, you're growth oriented, intelligent, experienced, educated, but the personality power is not there to showcase all these 5 crucial elements of yours and to help you represent yourself at your best to others. And that's what is the missing link. And that's how we understand how people grow, how people become slow. With that said, my dear friends, let's introduce you to our PPT. May I request you all to please organize a device with which you can take the screenshots. No videos will be issued for this particular masterclass. Most of the modules we are going to be doing are proprietary with our K3 collection method, copyrighted and trademark. And I would want you to stay curious and I would want you to learn, because this is a live training with me directly under my mission to make India confident. So everybody all set? Let's take our journey forward towards success. And like I promised you, I gave you few assurances. You will not get bored today. You will not understand when these 2 hours vanished. You will be like, oh my God, it just went over. I want more. Well, 2 hours is it every day. Day 3, all your questions, all your queries, we'll have a 40 minutes Q&A. Whatever you need to ask me, please go ahead. Write down the questions, growth-oriented questions, personality-based questions, and I'll be able to take your journey to the next level. In these 3 days, we'll cover most of this, but any queries you have post that, you can ask me on day 3. All right, with that said, are we all set? All set. Looks like wonderful. I hope everybody can see the screen. All right. Just a minute, please. Few people waiting. All right. So welcome to the Top 1% Coach Leader CEO of Life Masterclass for executives, entrepreneurs, and coaches. The acronym CEO stands for Confident Enterprising Organizer of Life. Like we have a CEO who wants to propel their company to the next level, double up the turnover, manage it well, same way, each one of you will experience that you need to be the CEO of your life to be able to take it to the next level. The purpose of the masterclass, 3-day masterclass, is to ensure 2 things. Get your personality base ready so that you can participate. You can showcase your abilities out there in an appropriate manner to impress and impact, and also get you persona success foundations ready so that you can maneuver yourself towards success, to take this initiative hand, growth hand, and keep raising it whenever you see that you need to be there to take your life to the next level. So with that said, let's begin quickly. I'll run through with the slides. To set your personality base and persona success foundations with 20 time modules is what you'll learn with us, so that you can build the intent. Now, intent is an important part for every person. Intent, I want to do this, I want to grow. That's called intent. To build the intent, to impress people, and take the initiative to interact impactfully and to grow, succeed, and achieve. I request you all to please take a screenshot. This is coming to you under our mission to make India confident, so that each and everyone gets a chance to participate with me directly to take your life to the next level. 23 years of our experience, my dear friends. It's not a tech company. We just started with 2-3 years of experience just for the heck of it. You know, where founders don't even know what it is. We are there for the last 23 years, surviving it, thriving in it, and making sure that our Sanjeev Datta Personality School as an institution is always creating winners, leaders, and achievers. Same motto, same purpose. And with that said, 9 international title wins for India as Personality Skills mentor. Very happy, very much grateful to the God Almighty to give us this opportunity to participate as the mentor for international pageants and to win 9 international titles. Our India head office is Sanjeev Datta Personality School in New Delhi on the Ring Road. There's a big studio we have, and our international branch is Personality Rich Education Canada, which Veeram Datta sir and Anika Datta ma'am, they look after. We also have a huge corporate studio on the main Golf Course Road for all the corporate company executives to come here to get trained, and specifically mid-senior managements, because when they are supposed to represent their organizations and get promoted to the next level, they all come to us to get trained here as well. And under our mission to make India confident, right now we are covering India, and we are also working with a lot of Indian diaspora in Dubai, UK, Singapore, and few other countries. We have our own theoretical action method, TAM version 11. Every 2 years we upgrade this methodology. It started with TAM 1, and every 2 years we refresh, we change the modules because the people exposure level changes. So we are that deep into transformation and development of enabling peak performance for each and every individual who comes to us, that we upgrade the methodology, and that's what is something which we have proven with this lot of success internationally, and have made so many people to become personality rich and successful. Okay, so what are you going to learn over 3 days? 20 TAM modules are going to be there, where we're also going to give you a lot of activities. So this is not just 3 days done and dusted. No, that's not what our purpose is. 3 days you will learn a lot of Dapper modules, daily activities, practice performance enhancement ritual. We're going to give you these practical activities which you need to practice on an everyday basis, specific to the abilities which we're going to talk about in with these 20 modules. So we will help you to understand them, practice them, and perform them on your own, so that whenever you need them, you can use this practice again and again and instill this as part of your personality for the rest of your life. So we're going to give you a lot of activities during the masterclass, and also that you need to practice in the coming days to be able to ingrain them as part of your personality. A few of the showcase modules will also be there. Our entire training is done through the 3P TAM training principle, which is preparation, practice, and performance. So you're going to prepare your modules, we're going to help you to practice those modules, and then you're all set to be able to perform those modules in your everyday life. Alright, a little bit about me, the team behind the mission to make India confident. That is a little bit about me. I would not like to talk about it, and I will request you to take a screenshot, but I've put in a lot of hard work into this, and it's my passion to ensure success for all our clients, for all our students who participate with us. Our job is not just to train you, our job is to create results for you. And that I say so proudly and with the entire humility, that you need to understand that today's workshop, all 3 days, I'll be there personally present to take your journey forward to the next level, to create results for you, not just train you. Train any coach can do for us. 85 of them work with us, okay? But this is for ensuring that we create results for you. And that's our true purpose in any kind of training we provide. And we value ourselves, and request you all to please value yourself, to switch on your video cameras, so that we can help you to participate and make you better within these 3 days. Also joining me in my team for the mission to make India confident is Veeram Datta, who's a master MSc in applied positive psychology and coaching psychology. 16 plus years of experience he has with 500 plus workshops, and he's equally participated in helping India win the 9 international titles, and that's a lot he's done and accomplished in his young age, and I'm extremely proud as a father, as a dad should be, about their children. And thank you also, Anika. Anika's name is not yet included here, but Anika has also been participating for the last 8 years with us, And I'm sure we're going to rectify this mistake by our next masterclass. All right. Trained and coached 30 plus Indian delegates, my dear friends, for international pageants. So we don't train anybody for the national pageants. That's not part of our journey. We only train when you have become a Miss India or a Mr. India. And that's when we start to train you. That's what our job is, to help you win at that level of play. So that's what we do, and this is what it is. So the best you take a screenshot. Manasi Chillar became Miss World after 17 years. Last was Priyanka Chopra in 2000. So 2017 she became, Hana Sandhu became Miss Universe in 2021. Last was Lara Datta again in 2000 after 21 years. So we done a lot of work. We also had Suman Rao, second runner-up Miss World. We also had Adeline Castellino, third runner-up Miss Universe. It's not been easy to reach this place, but this is what it is. All of them are doing extremely well. They are in the entertainment industry. They are influencers, and they were all set to be corporate professionals, by the way. And this is where luck brought them to us. We became their mentors and helped them to ace and represent our country and win big laurels for the nation as well as for themselves and their families. 23 years experience to create corporate stars, helped corporate employees, entrepreneurs, coaches to become corporate stars. A few examples are shared because we cannot share like 10,000 examples. Few of them. Mayank Kavya participated in Shark Tank, got a 5 shark deal. That's the power of our training, and obviously highly talented individual and entrepreneur. Devinder Maheshwari, BBOM founder. Their company does more than 100 million videos for companies like Samsung and Mercedes and stuff, big companies they work with. And so they wanted to go international, and for that they came to us, and we trained the CEO, and Devendra was the CFO, and we trained these founders, and they came under Forbes top 40 under 40, and they were able to launch their international journey and take it to the next level. So few of them already mentioned, and request you to please take note, and so that you can understand. Deepti Verma works with PwC, and she's an associate director now. She's got trained with us for over a year, and she just changed everything about herself. And she's changed her entire organization because also she's from the HR, and she's just changed. Shekhar Sood I just spoke about as well. So many CAs, ECAs pass out every year. What's my distinctive factor? I want to be the CFO. So that's how he becomes a CFO, from just a mid-management, CA, to becoming something so big in a span of 3 years. That is mighty. That's called strategy, my dear friends. All right, Srinidhi Shetty. Well, the only thing I'd like to talk about her is that she doesn't have million followers. She has, I don't know how many million followers. She gets million likes. I mean, our posts get about 100 likes at maximum, 65 sometimes, don't have 40. She get 100 million plus likes. So that's the power this simple, sweet person has. I like to use her name because I learned this from her. There are two ways in life. One is to grow through life, one is to go through life. Which one are you choosing? Simple and straightforward. And she chose the grow through, and that's what I remember her lines. And that's what is so important. All right. A lot of work we have done. Initial 10 years of our life was all with academia, which means we worked with schools, colleges, and we've trained parents, teachers, kindergarten till 12th standard, high school, professors, principals. We've done it all in the best of the best schools because our methodology is so impressive, interesting, engaging, that everyone has loved us so far. And we will also get a lot of support when we ask you for it at the end of day one, that how did you feel and what did you find most interesting. You'll also be able to give us a lot of applause and accolades then. And that's a thank you in advance to each one of you. All right. Now, we are creating director, thought leader, personality coaches across the globe. And we're also creating a lot of Sanjeev Datta coach partners now to participate with me in their cities. If you are interested for something like that, you can also participate. You get a chance to participate in that concept as well. So learn from the best to become the best, to train the best is what our concept is. And our vision is to have a Sanjeev Datta coach partner in every city of the world so that we can spread our theatrical action method, because this methodology is highly effective to transform people's lives and that's what we are looking at. 3 steps to your transformation and super achievement, my dear friends. The first one, congratulations for that, you already attended, and that was your awareness and intent established during our workshop, which you have attended with me. You are at step 2, which is all about the masterclass to help you build your personality base and persona success foundations. Then comes step 3, where a few of you will get a chance to participate at a highly affordable fee for the star performer and the director, thought leader, coach personality, or become a Sanjeev Datta coach partner, which is all about, all these 3 programs about to help you to create a lot of achievement going forward during the program itself and create a lot of results, is what this is going to be there for you. Let's start with day 1. As we share these, may I request you all to please take in screenshots of all these modules, and I'll not be talking about the gains and the benefits of these modules or the pain and the challenges. That is for you to be able to understand, that is for you. So if you are aware of this module, if you're going to be using this module in your everyday life, you will be gaining. You'll be creating a lot of benefits for you for the rest of your life. If not, then the kind of pain and the challenges you will create. So that's the choice you have to make, that, oh, I'm here to learn, to create a gain and benefit for myself, rather than just be lackadaisical and sit there with my video camera off. You switch off your camera, it doesn't go on nothing of me. But for me, as a coach, as a result-oriented coach, for my team, Anika, Viram, we want each one of you to participate so that we can look at you, how are you doing it, we can point out a few things, and when you're participating in an active mode, then you are responsive, then you are receiving a lot of information, you're going to implement that information. But if you are just going to sit there to listen, sorry to say, it's not going to work for you. So please make sure your videos are on, otherwise post half the module of day 1, my team will put you in the waiting room, and that's not a place to keep waiting and then start to speak, oh my god, and then complain. The complaint you started. We ensure that if I'm there, you got to make sure that you are available with the videos. Alright, moving on with the revision of this module, everyone. Pleasant face switched on. Thumbs up. Applause. Approved gesture. Initiative blade hand. Active class hand. Now we've got yourself ready. Now people, when they look at you, they say, my god, there's this executive seated in front of me, there's a senior management executive seated in front of me. And that's the power now we've created in your body posturing. Okay? Now we move on to a concept which is called, hi everybody, I am Dash from Dash City. It's a pleasure to be here and meet you all. That's a line which you have to speak. I'll quickly load down my screen here. And you know, this line, you have to speak 5,000 times to 12,000 times in your lifetime. And this one line entails the 7 seconds of the first impression, and also within this line, the way the other person interacts with you will be based on how impactfully you have delivered this one line. So let me demonstrate to you. If I say to you, hello everyone, I'm Sanjeev Datta from the Millennium City of Gurugram. It is a pleasure to meet you all. Boom. Which means my entire reputation, my entire experience of 10 years, 20 years, 25 years, 30 years just crashed. Who made it crash? I did. But if I say to you, good evening ladies and gentlemen, I'm Sanjeev Datta from the Millennium City of Gurugram. My dear friends, it's such a pleasure to meet you all. Now what happens? Your reputation increases. Your suitable experience gets showered on the person. People say, wow. So that's senior management, that's junior management, that's a nobody, that's a somebody, that could be anybody. You got to say it right. And that's what you're going to learn today as the first module, because we don't want you to go and spoil all that experience and talent which you possess and technical proficiency and allow that to go down in terms of your reputation. So let's get ready to understand how this needs to be done. And I'll tell you one important part. 5 practices is what it takes to become excellent at it. If you do it first time, I'll find out 10 flaws in this one line. Anyone wants to try? Okay, Nishant Shah is there. That's good, Nishant. Well done. Go for it, Nishant.
Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Nishant Shah. I am from the city that never sleeps, which is Mumbai. And it's a great pleasure being here and meeting you all of you in this excellent session. Thank you so much.
Well done, Nishant. A round of applause. If I have to score Nishant, I'll score him a 3 on a scale of 5. Reasons. 2 fumbles. Pleasant face expression, not used. Hand gesture, not used. Spoke very fast. Hi everybody, So he was speaking for his own ears. And then a little bit of twitch happened, body language, that I'm uncomfortable. My dear friends, we are experts at what we do. But the point is, human eye, they gauge, they are much more expert, you guys are much more experts. You'll immediately find out, oh, this is for me, this is not for me. So this is the power of each one of you. So please, practice this module. We're going to help you to practice this module. Okay? 3 steps formula we're going to give you to be able to practice them. Then we're going to listen to Nishant Shah once again. And we'll see the change and the improvement in just this particular concept. Okay? So everyone, class pans. Switch it on. Class pans. And now this line has to be spoken comfortably. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. See, there's a neck knot. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone do it? It could be hello, it could be good evening, wherever you are, so you shift this. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Try. Don't think you're experts because you're not. Nobody has taught you this. Go ahead. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Sanjeev Datta. Your name should be spoken slightly louder than the I am, which means you're intonating your name. Which means your audience is I am Sanjeev Datta. Keyword. Now you see the science behind this concept. So this will take practice, just this first sentence. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, or hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Sanjeev Datta. My hands open. Sanjeev Datta. I'm laying stress here on my name. What is the most important in your life? You. And you have a name. And if your name is not important, then what is? The way you represent your name, you don't know how to do that, then what do you know? So your name is the most valuable sound. So learn to take it with a lot of pride. And that's what is personality showcase. Alright, let's practice this just one line first. On your own now. Your name to be spoken slightly louder and comfortable. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Sanjeev Datta. I'm Sanjeev Datta from the Millennium City of Gurugram. It's indeed a pleasure to meet all of you and to learn with you. Thank you. Practice now. 5 practices. So practice 1 going on.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, practice 2. Every time you do it, you get better. This is my assurance to
meet you all, and it's pleasure learning with you.
If you don't practice well, you're making a mistake. Because 5,000 or 12,000 times you have to use this line. Practice 3, please.
Hello, good afternoon.
And breakout rooms coming after this for you to go and represent yourself to others. Practice 4.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Come on. Use your hands. Don't worry. We can make mistakes. This is just the start. And my dear friends, practice 5. Let's hit the 5 practice rule.
Hello, friends.
And that's well done. Now you will get into the breakout rooms for 2 minutes. Whosoever is there, take the initiative to start, and one by one, everyone has to do. And then when you come back, you have to send me your score on a scale of 5. What score would you like to give yourself on a scale of 5? Which means if it is 4 plus, that means you are ready to grow with this one statement and with your personality now, showcasing your entire ability and reputation and building on it. But if it is less than 4, then you become slow, which means you have to practice this particular concept so that you will then only be able to put it to practice. So all the best to you, everybody. Anika ma'am, please create the breakout rooms. And 2 minutes is what you get there. Go there, pleasantly acknowledge your presence there, and post that, come back and score yourself in the chat as to what is your score so that you feel comfortable, you understand, you become self-aware, and then you put this to practice on everyday basis till you get your 4 plus. And if it is already a 4 plus, well done. Let's go with the breakout rooms. Please join now.